Hilltoppers, in only their third game of the season, travel to Hanover to take on the 11th-ranked Rebels of Southwestern. Tonight's game is made possible by our high school sports partners, Chandler Chevrolet, Farmers Bank of Milton, Chandler Select, Champions for Drug-Free Carroll County, Safe Passage, and Marshall Chevrolet. And now, with the Chandler Chevrolet pregame show from Delbert O. King Gymnasium, here's Larry Duke and Elliot Levy.
And a good evening, everyone, and welcome to high school basketball here on 95.3 WIKI. It's an ORVC boys basketball matchup tonight as the Southwestern Rebels take on the Shawe Hilltoppers. I'm Larry Duke. Along with me tonight, I want to welcome back. Haven't had him on with us for a while, but we are glad that he's with us, sitting in for Rob tonight, and that's Elliot Levy. Yeah, it's been a while, right?
You can get it out, Larry.
I can get the thing out. But Elliot, good to have you along with us. Thank you for joining in. And, I know it was short notice and everything, but glad that you could sit in for Rob here today.
Hey, anytime you give me the call that you need me for a game, I will be there, Larry. I love getting to call a game with you. Always good to catch up with you.
And for Rob, he's sitting back and, I don't want to say relaxing, but he's sitting back and recuperating, or I should say on a quarantine, and hopefully we'll get back here very, very soon, but he will be on the shelf for a little while for us here on 95.3. This is the Chandler Chevrolet pregame show. We'll come back, set the stage for tonight's action after this on 95.3 Wiki. And welcome back to Southwestern, the Delbert O. King Gymnasium. I'm Larry Duke. Elliot Levy along with me tonight, and we welcome you on board for our broadcast. Southwestern 8-1 on the season coming into tonight's ball game. And for the Shawe Hilltoppers, well, they've had it kind of rough. They're only 1-1 on the season. They've had a big part of their season, postponed because of COVID. They defeated Medora back on December 2nd, 62-47. And then they lost to Jacksonville on January 2nd by a score of 69-27. They were scheduled to take on Edinburgh. That ball game was postponed. So they've got a lot of games to make up. When you take a look at conference-wise, they have to make up a game with South Ripley. Other than that, that is it, because this will be their second game in conference. For Southwestern, this is their 10th game of the season, and they're 8-1. In conference-wise, they are 0-1, losing to Jacksonville. This game tonight against Shawe was originally scheduled for the Saturday after, or I should say the Friday after Thanksgiving, but of course, with the COVID and everything, postponed until now. This was supposed to be a girl-boy doubleheader tonight, but the issues with COVID for the girls from Shawe forced that ball game to be postponed. In fact, Shawe's girls had more ball games postponed that were announced today, including their girl-boy doubleheader tomorrow against Oldenburg at home. That will be a boys varsity game only. And speaking also about tomorrow, Southwestern was scheduled to travel to South Decatur. That ball game, too, has been postponed. And, Elliot, you take a look at all these games that have been, postponed and then rescheduled, especially for the Shaw Hilltopper team. They've only played 2 games so far this year, and they've been very far apart. And, it's tough to really get any type of role or consistency in there.
Exactly. It's very hard to get momentum when you're not playing, each and every day, or at least, each and every week. When you have that much time in between games, it really, tests the mentality of some of these players, seeing if they can get right back into the swing of things after a week or 2 off. So definitely going to learn a lot about Shaw in this game, since we haven't really seen them too much in action this year, only 2 games on the season, but definitely excited to see what they can do against Southwestern tonight.
And, if they can get going, I was talking with Dan Hambrook beforehand and asking him, okay, you played 2 games. He says, well, we've sort of played on both ends. We played a Medora team, which really consistently is not a very high caliber team. And then we played a very good, Jackson Dell team. So they played the top and they played the bottom. So they really don't know exactly what they have yet, and those games were far in between.
Exactly. Jackson Dell, a tough team. You can ask Southwestern that. That's their 1 loss on the season. So I was telling you earlier, it's pretty tough to play a team when someone can kind of heat it up from 3 like that. Southwestern losing against Jackson Dell on a 9 3-point performance out of one of their players. You mentioned that he hasn't hit a 3 since, by the way. But it's definitely interesting because they played Jackson Dell pretty well to the best of their abilities. Obviously, you said Medora, not a top tier team as Jackson Dell is. So, like I said, we're going to learn a lot, see what they can bring to the table against a very good Southwestern team.
And, you take a look at, the teams, especially the smaller schools. I think it was yesterday, that Union Duggar High School, they haven't played a game yet. They're girls. They haven't played a game yet. And here we're only like 2-3 weeks away from the sectional.
Exactly.
Are they going to be able to play? And then same thing with the Shaw girls. They're 1 and 2 right now. And are they going to be able to, get enough things in to get ready for sectional?
And then it also makes you think, are they going to have to cram in those games right before the sectional and kind of have a tough schedule going into that sectional, a very physically exhausting schedule if you have to cram all those games in towards the end of the season. So we'll have to see what happens as far as scheduling.
Tonight, Southwestern and Shaw, and could see a little bit of historic action here tonight. Matthew Williams, the center for Southwestern, 19 points away from 1,000. He's talking to Tom Scroggins and also Zach Nussbaum before the ball game, and they went through different records and everything to find out exactly how many points, because the other night against Providence when they won, I received 22 points. Then I was told 25 points, and then was told that it was 22 points that he needed. And then with 25, it was down to this, down to that. But officially, 19 points tonight by the senior will put him into the 1,000-point club.
Well, he's averaging 17.4 points per game, so maybe need to throw a couple plays in there to get him a few extra points. Like the end of the pro football season, they kind of throw some players in with some extra plays to make them hit their bonuses. Let them hit the 1,000 points tonight and throw them a couple extra, set plays.
But speaking of Matt, I tell you, in those 2 overtime games against East Central and also against Danville in the JCIT, he was an animal.
Oh, yeah. He's a monster on the boards, and the way that he can move under the basket to get himself a nice open shot right under the basket, he can move people out of the way like it's nobody's business.
And, he complements on the inside, because not only can he play inside, but he can play outside as well. That helps out, when you have Billy Eccles out there, Austin Kramer, Foster Medford, that can also hit from the outside. Sure, you'd like to have a couple of guys on the inside, but if they're not going to be there, okay, so let's just hope you make the threes, which Southwestern has not been very good at in the first half of the ball games. But, overall, this team this year so far in the last, I'm going to say 5 out of 6 games have been basically running through Matt Williams.
Well, it's so hard if you're a defense to guard a big man that can spread the floor because, if you're a big man that can't really shoot from outside, they can just play you in the paint and maybe double you in the paint. But when you're a big man that can take an open shot from outside, you have to cover him every point on the floor.
Both teams out there warming up. Southwestern going off to the locker room to get the word of wisdom from Coach Nussbaum. And also doing it with Rebel Vision tonight. Hello to David Miller, Stephanie Nussbaum watching. And Stephanie, if we get Zach on, you can rate his look on TV afterwards. Matt Bronner watching. April Ellenberg also watching here. And a big shout out to Sue Seekman. Sue, just across the street here at home, going to be watching the ball game. I don't think there's too many games that Sue has missed. She did a tremendous job helping out with the, governing the JCIT when Tom fell sick last week. And our good buddy, Rob Lafayette. No, Rob LaFerry, pardon me. He's also watching. Kathy Taylor, she is watching as well, and got my hair trimmed by her today.
A couple of them.
You got it. Southwestern, Shaw here tonight. We're going to take a break, come back with more. 95.3 Wiki.
Are you staying home more than usual these days? No problem. Two, one.
Back out at Southwestern and Shaw tonight in the boys basketball. Jason Long, Derek Brinson, Julie Kane, Debbie Courtney all watching in. And Jason, your wife's doing a good job down here. And let's see, can't tell which one of the daughters is down there, but she's also doing a good job helping with the cheerleaders down there for it. So, but let's take a look at some scores here real quick, brought to you by Marshall Chevrolet. Semifinal 8th region, Owen County defeats Gallatin County 50-49. And at the Rivertown Classic, South Dearborn over Lawrenceburg tonight, 51-44. Switzerland County is playing Rising Sun tonight. In that, also Madison girls against New Albany. And girls basketball coach from Shaw, Terry King, watching. Terry, I tell you, I know you wanted to watch the girls play tonight, but hey, they'll get going here sooner or later. Elliot Levy with me here tonight as Rob is locked away in quarantine. But again, Elliot, you take a look at this at these two teams. You've got Southwestern playing their 10th game, third game for Shaw. If you were Dan Hambrick and playing only your third game against a team that's playing their 10th game, what type of strategy or what type of things would you try to do?
I think I would try to be aggressive. I mean, you really have nothing to lose if you've only had 3 games on the season and Southwestern has had all this experience under their belt. I mean, Southwestern so far this season has looked like a very consistent team. So you kind of know what you're going to get out of them. You know they're going to put the ball in the basket at a pretty high clip. So I would be aggressive and just try to set up some plays for some of my star players and really take over the game as quickly as possible.
Shaw's only got one senior that is starting, and that is a Grayson May, a 6-foot senior. The others, there's two that are juniors and two that are sophomores. So again, you've had some guys that really haven't had a lot of varsity experience, even though Grayson has. He's been a pretty good ball player over the last several years, and I think his leadership could probably help out quite a bit.
I agree. Especially when you have such a limited amount of games this year, you really do rely on players that have had experience in years past. So they'll definitely rely on his leadership throughout this game today and throughout the entire season.
Now, this is a conference ball game, so you got to, have the tempo up a little bit, for this ball game and try to see what you can do. But for Southwestern, 10th game of the year, 2 ball games last week against East Central and against Danville, in which they had to go to overtime in. They've been through the pressure cooker already.
Yeah, we were talking about that pregame before we started the broadcast, that they seem like they can close very, very well once you have 2 overtime games and not just, a regular season game. This is in a tournament. They end up winning the tournament off of those 2 games. So they know how to close. They know how to handle the pressure, and it seems like the spotlight isn't too bright for them.
It's, they've been through the pressure. They had a loss there to Jackson Dell. Then they came back in the JCIT, played a very good Indianapolis homeschool team, which, has traditionally has been a very big, successful team when it comes to homeschool, winning a couple of national championships, and then coming back and playing into overtime. I tell you, if anybody had the toughest schedule, I'd have to say it was the Rebels in that JCIT.
I would agree, and honestly, the homeschool kind of took me for surprise. I was watching that game, and they got out to an early lead. They were hanging with Southwestern throughout the entire first half, but Southwestern, made some adjustments going into the half and ended up coming away with a win in that one. And then you have the 2 overtime games. So you're right. I believe that they probably did have the toughest schedule.
Southwestern, home team tonight. They will be in their white uniforms with the blue and red. Shaw's going to be in their black uniforms with the green and gold. So we've got basketball. We're ready to do it here this evening as Southwestern and Shaw. And before I go out, the 2 guys that will be taking Ryan's place at least coming up here in a few years, Mason and Miles watching back home. I tell you, they did the pregame show that they did here a couple of weeks ago. Excellent job. I tell you, they did real good. 2 of the future Rebels. So
they're going to take to the chef.
Yeah, they're going to take over for Rob and I probably very, very soon. That's been the Chandler Chevrolet pregame show. We've got high school boys basketball coming up. It should be a good one tonight. We're glad to have you with us here on 95.3 Wiki. And, of course, for those that are joining us on the Rebel Vision as well, a lot of people already checking in on that. And also got some people checking in as well that not only are watching, but are not unable to watch, but they're listening on the radio. So that is good to hear. We'll come back with the start of tonight's game after this on 95.3 Wiki. National anthem here from the Delbert King Gymnasium at Southwestern High School. I'm Larry Duke along with Elliot Levy here tonight, and glad to have you along with us for high school basketball. Michelle Hubbard watching, Kim Garland watching. Some guy by name of Greg is also watching. He never brings us any food, so, heck with him, but whichever. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for tonight's ball game. First of all, for the Hilltoppers, they'll go this way. Wearing number 22, a 6-foot senior, Grayson May. Wearing number 11, a 5'6 junior, Lewis Liu. Wearing number 20, a 5'10 junior, Kristen Whittam. Wearing number 23, a 5'7 sophomore, Wyatt Nectar. And wearing number 34, a 6-foot sophomore, Eli Turner. Turner, Nectar, Whittam, Lou, and May for Danny Hambrick's Shawe Hilltoppers. Now for Southwestern, usual starting lineup. They'll go this way, wearing number 13, a 6'1 senior, Billy Eccles. Wearing number 3, a 6-foot senior, Austin Kramer. Wearing number 11, a 6'1 senior, Foster Medford. Wearing number, I believe he's going to be wearing number 33 tonight, and that'll be a 6'4 senior, Matthew Williams, 19 points away. Well, he's got 34 on tonight. It always changes on us. But he's got 19 points away from 1,000 points. And wearing number 20, a 6-foot junior, Zach Cole, for Zach Nussbaum's Southwestern Rebels. Southwestern will be moving from our left to our right. And we're ready to get this one going tonight. As the referee moves into the center circle, tip is won by Southwestern. That's going to be Austin Kramer. He's going to bring it on up through the circle. Moves it over to the far side. Looking underneath, nothing. Second one is good, and Matthew Williams is now 17 points away from 1,000.
I'd say off to a pretty good start.
You can take your shoe off and help out on that. Ball tied up a little bit down on the floor, passing it around. Finally brought off there by Cole. Cole passes it back. There's Williams, misses that one, gets the rebound off glass and in. 4 points now for the senior, and he's down to 15 points away from 1,000 points.
Great hands by Medford to get that ball out.
Long three, nothing there. Rebound comes down. That's Medford. Medford gets that one stolen away on his pass, trying to get it in there to Williams. No good, bringing that one down there. That was May. Southwestern underneath. Williams outside now. Here's Cole inside. Hits the bottom of the basket. Looking for an outlet, but it's going to be taken away. That's going to be Lou with it. He's going to bring it on up there against Kramer. Comes around down the lane, taken away on the bounce there by Kramer. Ups it to Eccles, layup up and in.
Well, up until that transition basket right there, every single possession for the Rebels touched the hands of Williams. So as you can see, they're going right to where they've been, is running the offense through him.
Well, I was just going to say the same exact thing, that what they were doing is, okay, we're going to set him up. We're going to get him some points right here early, and then sort of settle back in and play a little bit more as a team. Even though, hey, they are playing a team because they're getting Matt open and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you're right. They're going to go everything right now here early, probably right through Williams.
And so far, it doesn't look like anyone on Shawe can really compete with him on a rebound. I mean, he's put two shots up that have missed, and he's got his own rebound on both of them and put them right back in.
Here's Lou, has it at the top. Kicks over to his back out to the top. That one got away, but he's going to feed it nicely over to the side. No good there. That was by Turner. And we got a travel call against Shawe. 6-0 in favor of the Rebels. 6:11 to go here. Zach Nussbaum's dad watching from down in Florida. As we say to all our Florida people, after Kramer hits a three right here, please, no beach shots.
Yes, we don't want to get jealous in the middle of our broadcast.
Especially when they're calling for maybe some snow tonight.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Long shot by Grayson May, nothing. Williams with the rebound. Here's Medford. Kramer looked inside, gives it off to Williams, and Williams now with 6. Count it down to 13.
Great feed by Kramer. He honestly did have an open shot, but he saw Williams even more open right under the basket. Easy points. Always got to take those.
Easy peasy, as they say. Whittem gives it over now to May. Now to the corner. Coming out of there with it is going to be Eric Liu. That one's going to be stolen away on a bad pass. Down they go to Kramer, lays it up and in. Austin now with 5 points for the Rebels.
You can tell early the Rebels are being very active with their hands in the passing lanes. They've already disrupted a few passes from the Hilltoppers.
Plus, I think size-wise, too, Southwestern has really got that over Shawe right now.
Definitely.
Stealing away again. Zach Cole going to take it in on the left side and lays it in. There's a guy that had a quiet, well, he was kind of quiet, but he did a big, big job in the JCIT was Cole, especially on his rebounding.
Oh, yeah, he's a big body guy. When Williams isn't right under the basket, I'd say he's the next man that can really succeed at rebounding.
2-pointer from the side there by Eric Turner, and Shaw breaks the goose egg. Far side, that's Eccles, puts up a 3, doesn't go. Rebound comes down there to Lewis Liu. Working it, far side. Lewis is going to give it off to May. May works there against Cole. He's the senior on this Shaw Ball Club. About a 15-footer there, no good. That one put up by Whittem. Here's Williams. He's going to try a 3. Bang!
Displaying that three-point shooting that we were talking about in the pregame.
How about 10 points now for him to go?
Like I said, he's probably already got 4 rebounds. He could have a double-double by the end of halftime.
Working over on the right-hand side, tipped away there by Kramer. Kramer down the left, tried to take the one-hander, no good, but Eccles is right there for the rebound. Billy now with 4, 20-2.
And again, it's the quick hands by Southwestern causing some turnovers and some trouble for the Hilltoppers offense.
Off into the corner, feet underneath. Eccles is going to steal it away, and before he fell down, he was able to get that over there to Kramer.
Oh, a no-look pass.
Underneath Medford, underneath the Williams for 2. How about down to 8 points now for Mr. Williams? 2:56 to go here in the first quarter, 22-2 in favor of Southwestern. We'll take a 30-second timeout. Back with more 95.3 Wiki. (22-2) in favor of Southwestern over Shaw here in the first quarter. Shaw with the basketball after their second 30-second timeout. Out to the top. That's Liu. Over to the right-hand side. Backs out. Grayson May, nothing there. Rebound underneath, nothing. And Williams pulls off the rebound as they start back down. Underneath. And Parker Davis, who's back in after being out for 3 ball games, is back in.
Does have a brace on that right ankle, but he looks like he's holding up pretty well.
Out to the right-hand side, shot up, no good. Rebound comes down. Quickly down to Williams underneath. Moves it around, up, no good. Rebound put back is good. 6 points away. I was going to say he might get it here in the first quarter, but
I was wondering if they were going to maybe put a car on that road and kind of move it along as he got closer, but it looks like
I thought the same thing. With it, that's May. Out in front. Nice defense there by Davis. He has been a big asset to this Southwestern ball club. Off on the left-hand side, trying to look inside. Davis is going to cause some havoc. Jump ball, and it's going to go to Shaw.
It's a bit of a size matchup there between Davis and May.
Parker, 6'6", 263, and a junior.
And although he's only played in 4 games this season, he is leading them in rebounds per game with 6.
Here's Lou in the middle. Kicks it off over on the right-hand side. Long one up, no good. And it's going to be brought off there by Kramer. Kramer comes on down, looks underneath for Davis. Going to have that one go out of bounds.
I mean, Davis, he's tall. He's not that tall, though. A little high.
Lou's going to bring it up. Gets it over now to Charlie Leiter, who's into the ball game, and a travel call. 41 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 26-2 in favor of Southwestern. 6 away for 1,000 career points for Matthew Williams. Williams brings it back out. 30 seconds now. That ball's going to be taken away, pushing it down court. Kicks it over the far side and punting it up into the stands is going to be Austin Kramer.
Almost kicked it right through Matthews' road to 1,000 points sign. Maybe that's what they should do, is just throw a basketball through it as soon as he hits it.
Wish there was more students here tonight to help them celebrate. Over on the right-hand side, bounce pass. That's going to be taken there by Kramer. Underneath, Parker Davis. A nice little alley-oop there for Parker. He now has 4 points. Down to 6 seconds. Shot up, no good. 2-1. And that is the end of the first quarter here from Southwestern. Rebels lead it by a score of 28-2. Back with 60 seconds on 95-3. Wiki.
You're helping your friends and neighbors.
Back out at Southwestern. While we were gone, they bring the ball in for Southwestern. Feed it underneath to Matthew Williams. I should say outside to Matthew Williams. And he knocks down a 3, so he's 3 points away. Can he get it right here? No. From way, way outside. He tried to get that one. Wanted to try to get his 19 points here in the first half.
He wanted that 1,000th point to come from the logo, so someone could have a picture of him shooting from the logo to get his 1,000th point.
I like that. Steal by Mingione, who's into the ball game for Southwestern. Underneath, Williams, and he is now 1 point away. Almost a steal there. Ball gets away and going to go out of bounds. That one was intended for Sam Farrell. Matthew Williams, 1 point away from 1,000.
I mean, right here, it's got to go inside to him, right?
Makes his way into the paint. Mingione over to Eccles. There it is. Here he comes. Williams around, and they foul him, so he'll go to the free throw line, and he's going to get 2 shots, but one of the 2 will be his 1,000th point.
Well, Shaw was not going to make it easy for him to get that 1,000th point. I think he had 3 guys on him as he was trying to get that shot off.
So Matthew Williams steps to the free throw line for 2 shots. First one up. There's the 1,000th point in his career for Matthew Williams.
Although there's not too many fans here, you can still hear them. The ones that are here are going crazy right now.
Good. So Matthew's going to have 1 more point to start on his second 1,000.
Yeah, exactly.
So he's trying for his 20th point of the night, and he doesn't get it. But a rebound comes there by Medford underneath Williams, and he's got it.
I tell you, his body control under the basket is really impressive. He can be directly under the basket, still get his arm out at a far enough length to be able to flip that in with a little finger roll off the glass. 25
points against Providence the other night. Eccles coming down, finger roll, doesn't get it. Rebound right there, goes to Mingione, and Mitch Mingione picks up the pair. They're going to bring out Matt Williams. Gets a nice round of applause. Bring in Jamison Lewis. Jamison, a freshman on this ball club. He had a good JV game today. Out in front, moving into the lane. Underhand, nice move right down there by May. And he picks up 2 points. 38-4 now, Southwestern. That ball's going to go out of bounds. It'll go to Shaw.
Mefford trying to take it himself. I believe it bounced off of someone's leg. He tried to grab it again and couldn't quite get it before it went out.
Underneath, nothing there. Here's Kramer. Or to the side, Lewis, nothing. Underneath, oh, nice pass right there from Medford underneath the Lewis for 2. 40-4, 5:20 to go here in the first half. Out of bounds of Southwestern. You've got Cole and you've got Kramer and Williams on the bench for Southwestern out of the starters. Or pardon me, Kramer's still out there. It was the wrong guy that I looked at. I just saw 3, and that was it. Eccles off to the corner. Mingione with a 3, nothing. Kramer. Here's Medford. Kick out. Eccles with a long downtown 3.
And a man in his face.
Billy now has 7 points. That's his first 3. Going to be a foul called there. It's going to be called against Foster Medford.
I believe that's the first reach-in call called on Southwestern, and they've had plenty of turnovers from getting some steals out of the Hilltoppers.
So it'll be his first, team's first. Shaw also only has 1 foul. So the referee's letting these guys play unless it's really, really bad. And
wet spot?
No, it was...
was that for the volleyball net, maybe?
Yeah, it came up there in the end zone when they play crossways. Steps in, steps out. Couldn't do very much as you had Medford all over Philip Kane. I tell you, this freshman group for Shawe, they had a real good 7th and 8th grade year, and they're going to show some promise on this varsity team. Underneath, rebound comes off as Kramer took that shot. Coming up on the near side, shot going to be put up. There we go. And that's going to be by Davis Grody. Ball out of bounds.
Mingione, another player we saw earlier.
Looking down as Shaw going to bring it on back up. Kicked over to the side. Underneath. Up. No good. That one by Fuel. Turn around. Shot up and doesn't go there by Davis Grody. Underneath. Up. No good. Up. No good again. Tossed out and it'll stay with Southwestern.
It seems like Austin Kramer always finds himself in the right spot. You know, the opportune times he's finding the ball in his hand under the basket, and he remains calm no matter what situation he finds himself in.
Back out. Look underneath. Shot up and no good there. That one taken by Bryce Hatton. Coming up on the right-hand side, taken away there by Southwestern. Shaw comes back down with it. 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Coming up underneath, no good. That one blocked away by Lewis. Kramer just lays it up and in.
Big block by Lewis.
Jameson's a ball player. He's been a good ball player ever since I've seen him start to play back in 4th grade.
He's got some length to him. You can tell he's got some pretty long arms. Definitely disrupt some passing lanes.
Shot up, no good. Down to Kramer, and he lays it in. Timeout is going to be called by Shaw. It'll be a full timeout. 2:30 to go in the first half. 47-7 in favor of Southwestern. Back in 60 on 95.3 Wiki.
Buying some pretzel sticks? Excuse me.
And 1.
Back out at Southwestern. Grayson May tried a 3, didn't go. Southwestern now in their half court. Mepford over to Mingione. That one goes in and out for Mitch. Underneath, looking to go back up with it there was Bryce Hatton. Foul going to be called against the Toppers. That's going to be there against Charlie Leiter. That'll be his first, team's second. Hatton to the free throw line. First one up and no good.
I was just going to say Southwestern looking like they're going with a smaller lineup, but then, yeah.
Then you bring
Lewis
Parker Davis.
Yeah, Davis comes out.
He came in for Mepford. So right now, you've got Lewis, Davis, Hatton, Mingione and Cloud that are out there. Second one is no good. Shaw with the rebound. Shaw with it on the left-hand side. Long one there by Leiter. No good. Lewis with the rebound. He tried to outlet it. Going to be taken away. Shaw coming back along the baseline. Davis said, "You're not going to take the shot." Then they go back outside for three, and that one is good. That is Philip Kane with the three.
When you find yourself that wide open, may as well take it.
Lewis with a three, nothing. Davis with it. Parker back out to the top. Mingione with a three. Why not? Go out to somewhere, even though, Parker had an open shot underneath there. But give it to somebody else to let go. That one is no good from the corner. Rebound, Davis down to Hatton. Over to Cloud. He steps outside. Going to be no good. Lewis inside with the putback for two.
Yeah, right now it does not look like anyone will be getting a rebound over Davis, at least from the Hilltopper standpoint. Not looking like there's too much size on the floor for the Hilltoppers right now.
No. With it here on the near side. Trying to work in. Turn around. Nothing. Rebound by Davis. Leiter had put that one up. Mingione. Davis. Parker's going to try a three. Ooh, just in and out.
Almost had it, too.
Rebound by Cloud. Mingione. Davis. Oh, nice second effort, but he missed that one. Rebound up and in.
Took a page out of Matthew Williams' book. Put up a shot, get your own rebound, and then just put it right back in.
6 points now for Lewis. Southwestern originally scheduled to play South Decatur tomorrow on the road. That ball game postponed due to COVID issues up at South Decatur. Mingione. Lewis back out to Mingione. And at the buzzer, it is no good. We are at halftime tonight here from Southwestern. An ORVC matchup between Southwestern and Shaw. We're going to go ahead and take a 2-minute timeout. 2-minute time, or make that 60-second timeout there. 60-second timeout. Come back with our Chandler Select halftime show on 95.3 Wiki.
One.
We're at halftime this evening between Shaw and Southwestern. Boys varsity action here tonight. Southwestern leading this one 54-10. And again, congratulations to Matt Williams. He scored his 1,000th career point here tonight. Did it in the first half. Did it on a free throw. So congratulations to him. I'm Larry Duke. Elliot Levy joining me here this evening. Rob shut in, locked in tonight. I know he's on that flat top grill probably, making some stuff which he won't give to us. But anyway,
yeah, exactly.
Looking for Rob to get back. He'll be back for the Madison game coming up on the 22nd. Elliot, what can you say about the first half of this ball game. Southwestern has just dominated, and I'm not going to say now because of the number of games that Southwestern has played, but it's now experience against really not yet that experienced players from Shawe.
Well, I talked about it pregame that Southwestern's a very consistent team. You know that you're going to be playing against a good team any given night that you have to go up against them. And obviously their game plan at the beginning of the game was to run everything through Matthew Williams. They did that very, very well. So I think that's something they'll definitely build off of as the season goes along. But for Shawe, like you said, not very experienced. So right now is definitely a learning game. This second half, they'll make some adjustments, see if they can follow what Coach Dan is telling them to do at halftime. And, basically just trying to get some players in there, get some minutes in, and making sure everyone's on the same page for games moving forward.
And, they're another team that's got to come right back at it tomorrow. When they go ahead and take on Oldenburg at home in that ball game. Originally, that was going to be scheduled for a girl-boy doubleheader, but girls' game has been postponed. In the end zone, they've got Matthew out here at halftime, and he's taking a picture with some of the students that are here this evening. And good to see the support. And he's out there, and his mom is standing sitting right down there in front of him with 1,000 points. So, again, well played for him. And now they just want him to go and stand on the far side. Oh, they just wanted to do that.
He's got to get the solo picture in there as well.
All right, let's take a look at the scoring here in the ball game. First of all, for Shawe, you've got Grayson May with 2, Davis Grody with 3, Eli Turner with 2, and Philip Kane with 3. For Southwestern, Billy Eccles with 7, Austin Kramer with 9, Matthew Williams 21 first half points, and he didn't even play the whole second quarter.
Yep.
2 points for Zach Cole, Parker Davis with 6, Mitch Mingione with 5, Jamison Lewis with a total of 4 points here in the ball game. JV game earlier saw Southwestern win 76-22 over Shawe in a game, again, that Southwestern pretty much dominated. And one thing I was glad to see, you had a lot of the kids that really have not played a lot during this season out there on the court during the JV game.
Yeah, got a lot of freshmen out there, and that always helps your program overall in the long run. Get some freshman minutes out there so that, maybe they'll get a few more minutes throughout the season in JV this year, but obviously you want as much experience before they make it to the varsity level.
Reading some of the things that we've got up here. Karen Todd, Donna Perry, Barb Ford, all chiming in saying, way to go, Matthew, Debbie Courtney, Louise Daniels, Tim Behringer. Just some of the ones that are watching, not only on Rebel Vision, but listening on 95.3 WIKI. And we're happy to bring this one to you. Quick scoreboard update brought to you by Marshall Chevrolet at halftime girls basketball. Madison leading New Albany by a score of 29-19. Switzerland County and Rising Sun getting ready to play in boys action up at south of Dearborn tonight. Of course, we'll see Switzerland County next Friday night here at the Southwestern. In fact, that's Southwestern's next ball game, so they're going to get a little bit of a rest. Talking to Coach Nussbaum beforehand, I said, tomorrow's game is, called off. You're going to get a little respite in before Friday. He goes, well, he said, seriously, after the way the JCIT tournament went, we need to sort of recuperate just a little bit. Same thing from the Providence game on Tuesday night. He said, yes, we would like to be playing, but maybe we can get healed up a little bit before Switzerland County, because after Switzerland County, they'll be going to Connor K. Som to take on Madison.
Yeah, definitely. They got a whole slew of games coming up. You want to be healthy for that. A big one is Parker Davis. He's obviously playing today. He looks like he's doing very well on that ankle. He's jumping up, making some rebounds and stuff like that. But everyone being healthy, that is so crucial. What's the saying? The best ability is availability. So that is definitely true in this standpoint.
And of course, when you got a crack, training person in Marcy Cole, that's a step ahead right there.
Exactly.
She does a wonderful job, not only with Southwestern, but she did a wonderful job in the JCIT, helping the ones that were injured during that tournament. Let's go ahead and step out, take a break. Back in 30 seconds. This is the Chandler Select halftime show on 95.3 Wiki.
With all that's going on these days, wouldn't it be nice if they...
Back out at Southwestern. Southwestern leading at 54-10 over Shawe tonight. I'm Larry Duke, Elliott Levy joining me here this evening. If you're Shawe, what Dan Hambrick tell these guys in the locker room?
I think just keep playing hard and protect the ball, because that was the big problem in the first half, was a lot of turnovers for the Hilltoppers, and you got to give the Rebels credit for that one. They were very active on defense with their hands, but protect the ball, run some plays and make sure that everyone's on the same page, because like I said, the rest of this game is just a kind of a building block for games in the remainder of the season.
They'll take on Oldenburg tomorrow. Varsity game only for Shawe. Shaw's going to have the ball to start off the second half. They're going to move from left to right.
I was going to say, it looks like we just got a pizza delivery, Larry.
Yeah, but look who had it. Our cameraman.
Eating on the job.
Shawe with the starters back out there for him. Working over to the far side, out to the top, goes to Grayson May. May works there against Cole, going to put up a three, doesn't go. Rebound comes down there to Eccles. Here's Kramer, reverses hand, and he puts it in.
Great vision by Mefford. He made that pass on the other side of the half court.
Everybody's talking about Foster this year. Not as many points, but boy, has his numbers for assists have gone up.
And rebounds as well. He's doing it all, and I think what's different about this year is everyone else is getting involved. It's not just the Foster Mefford show. He's really spreading the ball around very well. As you can see, Matthew Williams getting hot. You've seen Austin Kramer get hot. Billy Eccles get hot. So a real team player right there in Foster Mefford.
Mefford tried to pass it over to Cole, was blocked away, but on a second effort, he goes ahead and gets that one in. Just underway. Minute into the third quarter. Lou puts that one up, no good. Eccles kind of tipped that one and almost into the hands there of Shawe underneath. That's Cole with two.
What a pass by Kramer. Kind of a double clutch in midair and got the pass off.
Shawe back up with it now. Lewis Lou gives it over now to Grayson May. Shot up, no good. That one put up there by Eric Lou. Williams coming on down. Works it over to the far side. Long one in there.
Told you he was practicing that at halftime. I saw him shooting some logo threes because he missed that first one in the first half. Had to redeem himself. On the road to 2,000.
Yep. Working it underneath. That's Grayson May, and he puts in 2. He now has 4 points underneath, and that was Billy Eccles.
Strong defense by Cole on that one.
Here's Kramer. Can't hit it. On the rebound, a tip. Nothing there by Eccles. Puts it out. Williams underneath Kramer. Cole puts it in.
Behind the back pass by Kramer on that one. He's just pulling out his entire arsenal right now.
Lou out in front, works there against Kramer, runs away without the basketball, but picks it up nicely and got a collision underneath. And that's going to be Whittem getting it. So they're going to say no foul on that one. So
I think Kramer kind of just got caught in the air.
I believe you're right. That one is no good. And the referees just said, hey, nobody got hurt, so we won't call anything.
Yep.
From the side, there's a 3 put in there by Grayson May.
Bank is open for Grayson May today.
7 points now for him. 67-17 Southwestern. Eccles, nothing. Rebound comes down. Give it over to Lou. He almost lost it there to Kramer. Said he takes a 3 and goes over the backboard out of bounds. 4:23 to go in the third quarter. 67-17 in favor of Southwestern here tonight. Again, Southwestern, no game tomorrow night against South Decatur. Here's Williams. Comes in on the right. Foster Medford now. Feed to Cole. That is Cloud, who just came into the ball game. Williams up, nothing. He tried to bring it in on the left-hand side, just couldn't get anything. Far side with it, try to come in, kicks it over now to the right side. May out to Lou. Almost tossed that one away, but good hands over there by Lewis. Cole hanging right there with May underneath, and we got a foul. Foul's going to be called, I believe, against Cole. It is. Going to be his first, team's first here in the second half. Only 4 fouls have been called in this entire game. May's going to go to the line for 2. First one is up, and it's no good. Davis comes back into the ball game as Williams goes out. Philip Kane getting ready to come in. Second one by May is no good. Misses both. Underneath, they go to Davis. Davis puts it up, rims around and in.
And you saw Foster Medford kind of crack a smile there as he saw Davis being guarded under the basket by Charlie Leiter, and that's just a complete matchup problem. Davis put his hand up, and Foster Medford could only smile and pass him the ball.
Grayson May with 2. From the outside, Medford nothing. That one ripped down by Davis, and he was stuffed down there by number 12, Eric Liu, but he gets the ball back and puts it in. $10 points now for Davis. Shot up. Liu, the bank is open as he gets a 2. Eric picks up his first 2 points. Underneath, Davis again. He now has 12 points.
It's good to see some baskets starting to fall for the Hilltoppers.
Here's May. Ball going to be tapped away. Here's Eccles. Feeds it underneath to Kramer. Kramer up and in.
Looks like Philip
Referee.
Kane a little shaken up on that. He looks fine, though. He's walking it off.
Referee called the timeout. We've got a scoreboard update for you here, brought to you by Marshall Chevrolet. Paving new roads in Carrollton. Marshall Chevrolet halftime score. Switzerland County leads Rising Sun 34-31. That's in the Rivertown Classic up at South Dearborn. That ball tossed away down to Mingione. He tries to save it. Long pass down to Kane. Kane stops, goes against Cloud, and Cloud's got a foul.
Refs definitely blowing the whistle a bit more in the second half.
A little bit more, yes.
Southwestern still being very aggressive on defense, though.
So Kane goes to the line, hits the first one. Second one, also good. He and Jamison Lewis always have a battle when they're shooting, in the free throw competition. Speaking of Jamison, he just knocks down a three. 7 points now for Jamison. Lou inside, going to kick it back out front. That's Eric, and he's going to bring it in. That's going to be swatted out of there by Lewis. 1:10 to go here in the third quarter. Out to the top. That's Lou. Far side with it, looking underneath. Down to 56 seconds. Drive into the paint, kick back out. Nice little fake there. Underneath, almost brought that one up underhanded. Southwestern with it, underneath. Davis, he stepped on the line.
And it's so hard for the Hilltoppers to get any penetration when you have Parker Davis covering the paint like that. I mean, you can get inside, but can you get a shot off? No, not really.
39.9 seconds to go. Third quarter, 78-23 in favor of Southwestern. Lou. Good ball handling. He's going to try that kick out to the side. Three-pointer up, no good. That one put up there by Whittam. 16 seconds now to go. Oh, nice run right down the middle, and that one is good by Hatton. 5 seconds to go. Kick out, far side. Last second shot is no good. We're at the end of three. Your score, Southwestern 80, Shawe 23. Back in 60 seconds, 95-3, Wiki.
A lot of land comes with
We start the fourth quarter with Southwestern up over Shawe 80-23. Lewis missed that one from the right side. Shawe coming down. Lou off to the right-hand side. Tries to kick it on back, and it's going to be backcourt called against Shaw.
Good hustle there by Lewis. He's getting it done on both sides of the floor tonight.
Boys 8th Region All-A semifinals after the first quarter. Walton Verona leads Eminence 28-7. Ball going to be out of bounds. It'll go back to Shaw. Scoreboard updates brought to you by Marshall Chevrolet. Paving new roads in Carrollton. It's Marshall Chevrolet. Lou, oh boy, he had a move there against Lewis. Caught Lewis a little flat-footed. There's a three-pointer, and that one put up and good there by Philip Kane. That's his second three.
Like you said, all set up by that move by Lou.
Cloud inside. Hatton doesn't get the roll. Rebound comes down there to Nectar. Or pardon me, it's going to be number 20, Whittem. Whittem now with it. Looking to bring it in. Closed off there for May. And that one's going to be stolen away by Mingione, but Mitch couldn't quite keep it in. 80-26 Southwestern. Grayson May. Over to Eric Liu. Long one on the far side, nothing. Rebound comes off there to Southwestern. Jordan Diatley in there, and Colton Cloud puts in two. That's going to be Colton's first 2 points. 82-26.
Colton's definitely been involved in this game, just hasn't gotten a bucket in until that one.
Foul going to be called? No, it's going to be on the line. So it'll go back to Southwestern. Cloud's going to go ahead and bring it up. Feed inside, gets it right on back. Going to put an underhander up. No good. Foul going to be called there against Charlie Leiter. Be his second, team's first. And Cloud will go to the free throw line. First one, no good. Southwestern has not hit a free throw here tonight except for the one by Matt Williams that was his 1,000th point.
Maybe it's just meant to be. Nope, it is not.
There we go. Instead of the broadcaster's jinx, it was the broadcaster's good luck on that one for Colton. Shaw working the basketball. May with a three. No good. Comes bouncing off. Oh, close to a save down there. Nice play down there by number 12. That is Eric Liu. 5'3" sophomore.
And he is quick. He really does have some moves, some shake and bake ability.
Yes. Underneath. Hatton out to the far side. Nothing. Rebound Cloud, and he puts it in.
That was an impressive shot by Cloud, kind of fading away with a hand in his face. Still managed to get it in.
85-26. Let Eric Liu go with a little walk there, but that's okay. 4 points now for him. He really worked that one, though.
Oh, yeah.
Mingione with a three. Nothing. Rebound, Diatley, nothing. Or pardon me, that was Hatton. Eric going to bring it over again. That one up and goes out of bounds. Into the group of fans there, several of them from Shaw. Again, playing tonight with very limited attendance due to Jefferson County being in the red. Cloud over to Mingione. Underneath, Hatton didn't get quite enough on that one. 4:34 to go in the ball game. Here's May. Takes it left. That one was blocked down there by Hatton. Lewis steps in, got it.
Nice mid-range jumper on that one. Little floater action.
9 points now for the freshman. And Eric Liu works against him right now. Here is Kane, nothing. Rebound off. Here's Lewis. He's going to go ahead and take it all the way downtown and puts it on in.
Good left hand by Lewis on that one.
He had a good escape plan with Colton Cloud on his side. Shot going to be taken just inside. Nothing. That one put up there by Davis Grody.
Philip Kane was wide open at the top of the key. He's already hit 2 threes tonight, so I'd have given it to him on that one.
Diatley, nothing. Rebound comes off there to Cloud. Cloud up, no good. Rebound to the Toppers. 3:21 to go, 89-28. Shot, Kane, nothing. Underneath, rebound. Nice putback there by Davis Grody. 3 minutes now to go. Here's Lewis. Underneath, Hatton. Nothing off the glass. Shaw back on the run. That one stolen from behind by Mingione. Shot, Lewis. Nothing. Rebound, Cloud up and in. Had nothing coming into the fourth quarter. And so far, he's got a total of 7 points.
Yeah, he's had himself a good fourth quarter.
May, nothing. Diatley with the rebound. Underneath, Jamison Lewis, and he puts it in. 2:23 to go here in the ball game. 93-30 in favor of Southwestern. Lou brings it up there again against Lewis. They've been matched up during the time that they have been out there in the lane. Oh, nice turnaround and move there by number 25, Sam Farrell.
Is that our first time seeing him today? Because
no, he's been in there for a little bit.
That was a great move by him.
Rather, Sam Fuel. Inside, Cloud up and in.
Adding to his stellar fourth
quarter. Minute 49 to go. 95-32 Southwestern. Oh, little walk. Kane got away with it. And inside, and that is going to be Davis Grody. Grody now with 7 points. Inside, and foul going to be called there against 21 for Southwestern. Bryce Hatton, that's his first, team's third.
I like that, although it is 95-34, both teams still playing hard right now, playing to the end of the whistle.
And really, both teams do not have really any starters in right now. Looking underneath, there's Hatton with 2. 4 points now for Bryce. We're at a minute to go in the ball game. Back out to the top. Up, nothing. Rebound. Lewis. Going to feed it to Cloud and then over to Hatton. Good teamwork right there, watching the floor. 99-34.
Are they going to hit 100, Larry?
I don't know. Maybe. 27 seconds to go. Working on the outside. Ball stolen away. Underneath, Mingione is in there for 2. And they did.
That answers that question.
101-34. 3 seconds left. Shot up, no good. So your final score here tonight. Southwestern wins it by a score of 101-34. They go to 9-1 on the season, 1-1 in the ORVC. For Shawe, they go to 1-2 overall, and they go to 0-2 in the ORVC. Stay tuned. We have got our post-game show coming up. We'll take a 2-minute timeout and come back with more high school basketball, 95-3 Wiki.
And 1.
And welcome back to Southwestern, where the Rebels win it tonight by a score of 101-34 over Shawe. Southwestern goes to 9-1 on the year, 1-1 in the ORVC. And for Shawe, they go to 1-2 overall and 0-2 in the ORVC here tonight. One of the highlights of tonight's ball game was the 1,000th point by Matthew Williams, and he did that on a free throw. It was the only there was only 2 free throws that were made by Southwestern. But really, Elliot, they didn't really need it.
Exactly.
But I'll tell you, Shawe, as you were saying earlier, they did not give up whatsoever, and they just kept going.
And it was good to see, like we were talking about, some players that don't usually see too many minutes get in there in the middle of a game and trying to run some plays that Dan drew up at halftime and things like that. Because obviously there were some adjustments that they made. You could see they turned the ball over a lot less in the second half. So good things to work on if you're part of the Shawe basketball team.
This is the post-game show. We'll come back with more on 95.3 Wiki. Back out at the Delbert King Gymnasium here at Southwestern. Rebels win it tonight by a score of 101-34 over Shawe. Let's take a look at the scoring. First of all, for Shawe, Grayson May with 9, Kristen Whittam with 2, Davis Grody with 7, Eric Liu with 4, Eli Turner with 2, Philip Kane with 8, Sam Fuel with a total of 2. For Southwestern, Billy Eccles with 9, Austin Kramer with 13, Matthew Williams with 24, Colton Cloud with 9, Zach Cole with 8, Parker Davis with 12, Bryce Hatton with 6, Mitch Mingione with a total of a 7, and Jamison Lewis with a total of a 12 on the night. Coach Zach Nussbaum joining us here after the ball game. And first, Zach, tell your dad hi.
Hello, Dad.
Because he chimed in a couple of times.
I don't care. He's in Florida. I'm here when it's cold.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be nice to him.
Yeah, and it's supposed to snow tonight, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's talk a little bit about this this ball game. It was a team, Southwestern, playing their 10th game of the year. Shawe playing their 3rd game of the year. They were still trying to get things together. How was, really your game plan? You played just about everybody you could tonight.
Yeah, it's a tough game. They're really young. I watched the one game that could get on them, and they're just, when those kids get a little more mature and physically, some physical strength, they got some talent on there. They're just really young right now. Our biggest focus tonight was ourselves, making sure we played our style, and I try to play as many guys as we can. But I think Shaw's going to be fine once those guys get some more practice. You can't be that young and then not have a month without practice, and so I think they'll be fine. They just need a little more.
One thing that I mentioned during the course of the ball game was that they had their freshman group. They've got a good group. They're about like how Southwestern's freshman group is. They're good. They haven't lost very many ball games by playing from 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. So again, if they can find some height, they could be really gel together.
Yeah, they, like I said, they're young, and then not be able to practice all that time whenever they're in quarantine, and that it's tough on a team like that. Coach does a great job with them, and he'll have them go. And they lost some guys in the off season that they weren't expecting to lose, so. It'll be a little bit of a process for him, but I have all the confidence in Coach.
Tomorrow night's game against South Decatur called off because of the COVID issues. Off now until next Friday against Switzerland County.
We play New Albany next Tuesday.
Go play New Albany. That's right.
I
forgot New Albany was even on the schedule.
Yeah.
But you got New Albany coming up on Tuesday, then Switzerland County for a conference. So you do have a couple ball games. You told me before the game that. The guys would want to play, but maybe some bumps and bruises can get healed up.
Yeah, having tomorrow night off instead of playing at South Decatur probably isn't terrible with as many games we've had here recently. But New Albany's a really good basketball team. Playing there is always hard. So I think our boys are excited to play them. It's always fun to play Big 4A schools, and we'll be looking forward to it.
Well, listen, have a good time off from games, and good luck on Tuesday, and we'll see you back here next Friday.
Hey, thank you very much.
All right. Zach Nussbaum joining us here after the ball game as they come away with a victory at 101-34. And we'll take a break, come back with more here on 95.3 Wiki.
1.
Back out at the Delbert King Gymnasium here at Southwestern. Southwestern wins it tonight 101-34 over Shawe. Again, they go to 9-1 on the year. I don't know if this is going to be a habit or what. We had them on after the championship game against Danville in the JCIT, and we've got them back again today. But today is really a special day for this guy, a senior here at Southwestern. Last year, sat out the majority of the year. Just imagine what it would be like if he would have played last year when it comes to point-wise. But a free throw in the second quarter gave Matthew Williams 1,000 points. He ended up with 24 on the night. Matt, congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
What, the game plan, obviously, from your teammates who aren't selfish at all.
No.
They were feeding it into you whenever they could.
Yeah, they were. It was amazing. They always look for me. Even if I'm not chasing 1,000 points, they're such good teammates. They love to pass the ball, and it's just amazing to play with them. Best group of guys to ever play with.
It was kind of funny. We didn't know exactly come Tuesday how many points you needed, for it. We had, okay, it's going to be like 27, maybe 23, but then the official was 19. And that has to, that's on you. But you have to be now glad that that milestone is over and done with. Now get back to the game.
Yeah, now my main focus from the start of this season is the state run. That's all I care about. 1,000 points is great and all, but I really want a state championship here in my hometown.
Now, Elliot was asking me, you were out there shooting for a while, and you were practicing a logo 3. Was that for a photo op?
I don't know. I don't know what was going on. I was just out there shooting, having fun with my boys. That's all I was doing. I was seeing how far I could shoot it.
Because, he mentioned, okay, look, Matthew's out there by the logo. Let's see what he can do. He must be getting ready for a photo op out there. But, this team now, you're 9-1. You got New Albany coming up on Tuesday at New Albany, a tough place to always play.
Yeah.
But the Bulldogs, not really up there this year, but still a 4A team.
Yeah, we like to play the big dogs. We like to play the best of the best.
The big Bulldogs?
The big Bulldogs.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're going to be rough. They're going to be tough to beat, but I think we can handle them. We're strong.
Then back to the conference next Friday against Switzerland County, right back here at home. What was it like tonight? Very limited crowd on hand here this evening to play in because Jefferson County now is in the red. So it was just family members, but we still had a nice little student section that was there. What did it feel like there on the court with hardly anybody in there?
It felt good still, to have my family here, all my family, and all the people that have actually seen me play. Like Keith Mefford, he was my coach growing up. To have him here, I still had people that love me here to watch me play, and that's all that really matters.
That is true, and I told that to Foster before the season even started. He said, "I don't know what it's going to be like playing in front of nobody." I said, "Hey, you're playing.
It's a game of basketball. Just be able to play. It's having fun."
Yeah, just forget about who's ever out there.
Exactly.
Matt, listen, congratulations, 1,000 points, 24 points tonight, 25 on Tuesday, 24 points tonight. The best of luck Tuesday night, and we'll see you on Friday of next week. And Rob still won't be here next week. He's locked up.
Is he?
Not in jail.
Quarantine?
Yes.
Yeah.
Even
jail.
Yeah, you never know about him, right?
Yeah.
But, he was listening and watching tonight, so he congratulates you as well.
Thank you.
All right. Matthew, thanks a lot. Take care.
Thank you.
We'll see you next Friday.
Yes, sir. We'll see you next Friday.
All right.
Bye-bye.
That's Matthew Williams joining us here after the ball game. And let's get Elliot in here real quick for some final words on the ball game. And Elliot, what do you have to say?
Well, I could say that this headset is now a little sweaty. I'm only kidding. But great game all around by Southwestern. I like how they started out with the game plan, feed Matthew the ball. Obviously, that worked. He had those 19 points within the first half, even got to sit out part of that second quarter as well. But continue to build on that, continue to get everyone involved. I really liked what I saw out of Southwestern. For Shawe, I think definitely keeping control of the ball, that's going to be a big topic of discussion, making sure that they get those turnovers down. But I like the fight that I saw out of the Hilltoppers. They played until the end of the whistle on every single play, played until the end of the game. So good game from both teams all around, I would say.
And just got a note here that this is the first time since February 25th of 2019 that Southwestern has hit the century mark. They defeated Milan that day 101 to 75. So it's been a while, but, you sometimes don't want to hit the century mark unless, it's a little bit closer ball game. But, hey, Shawe gave it their all. Dan Hambrook, he's got some guys there that work with, as Coach Nussbaum said, but we'll see how Shawe does coming down the road. The big time is not until March.
And Shawe looks like a very young team right now, so they'll definitely be better for years to come. Definitely kind of building that team right now, but impressed to see what Dan's done so far.
Well, Elliot, again, want to thank you very much for sitting in for Rob tonight, and possibly, depending on what your schedule is for next Friday, we'll get you out here with Switzerland County and Southwestern.
I'd love to be out here. Hopefully, Travis can find someone for the Lawrenceburg game next week.
We'll see what happens. But again, thanks a lot for joining us.
Oh, it's always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. And also want to say thank you for putting together Rebel Vision 2020, because I know we've had a lot of viewers on that and in the JCIT. So you've done a great job with that. And I'm sure a lot of people are happy with that.
And also, we had even people rhyming in that said they were listening on the radio as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, that is good. And we thank you very much for doing that. So that's going to do it from here at Southwestern tonight. 101-34. Southwestern wins it. So on behalf of Elliot Levy and also Josh Myers back at the studio, we'll talk to you next Friday night right back here against Switzerland County on 95.3 Wiki.